Okay, as you can see, we have some new things here because I kind of ran into a pretty big problem. Not necessarily too big, but big enough. So I got some wax. I was looking for some wax that had some black in it, couldn't find it. So I decided to go with this wax because it's a paste and it's really thick. So you can still see the difference. Let's get the light here. You can still see the difference, but it's starting to haze because I need to put a really good wax over there to kind of keep that shine. But the biggest issue that I ran into was the glue for the cladding right here is really strong, and the glue gun is taking forever, as you guys saw me trying to scrape it and stuff like that. So I decided to look for a eraser wheel. I went to 3 different stores, Harbor Freight, AutoZone, O'Reilly's, nobody has an eraser wheel. So I'm just gonna have to do it the old school way. If I didn't have to have this truck done in 24 hours, I would just order one on Amazon. But because I need to have this truck done tomorrow, I'm gonna have to do it the old school way. So I got me a heat gun, and that'll definitely loosen up the glue that's on there with Glue Gun, and those two together with a lot of elbow grease will get the job done. But before I do that, because it's about 6 o'clock, I also want to show you guys the time so that you would believe me. April 3rd, 6:09 p.m. So tomorrow, April 4th, this truck will be done. Yes, I'm doing it in 24 hours. It's all the same day. I didn't start this another day. As you guys can see, this is with it off, but all that glue is still there. All that 3M adhesive is still there. So I need to fix that. But I'm gonna use a heat gun to do that. And the glue gun. But first, I'm going to do the bed liner. The reason why I'm gonna do the bed liner first, while we still have a lot of beautiful daylight, is because if I were to wait till tonight and do the bed liner in the garage, I'm gonna be breathing in all of those fumes, and I do not wanna do that. I wanna be able to spray it and let it air out, because once it gets nighttime, the mosquitoes are gonna be crazy and they're gonna fill in the garage, and I'm gonna be trying to work and do all this stuff over here, and I don't wanna be working with that many bugs. So I'm gonna spray the bed liner now, get it done, and then once it gets dark, then I can close it, pull the truck in a little more, and then finish everything in the truck, and then it's done. So I'm gonna go ahead and start that process now. First thing I'm gonna do is remove the tail lights. Now that I have both tail lights out, I'm gonna go ahead, get a broom, sweep out all the debris that's in there, and go ahead and start spraying the bed liner. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna bring the bed liner up to here, right here. So this way, you see all these scratches? This is from not having bed liner or any type of protectant right here. Not that he cares, but that's how you get this. If you have bed liner right here, because you're, putting in a couch or something like that, you can really prevent this right here from happening. Most people, or you could just bring the bed liner up to here. I'm not gonna do that. I'm actually gonna bring it on all the way up here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buff this area, because what I don't want to happen is I spray the bed liner now and say it's not all the way cured, and then I buff it tomorrow and it messes up. I don't wanna do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and buff the whole thing, buff each side to probably about here, and then when I tape and I spray, my next buffing time, when I buff the rest of the truck, it'll just be from here down instead of from here and then I'm hitting the edge. So it'll give myself about a 2-inch gap from the edge of the bed liner spray. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that really quick on either side, just hit it real quick. And then I know, because if I don't do that, this is what will happen. I will spray to here and I say, well, I'm just gonna buff to right here. You're gonna notice a difference because this will be shiny, and for 2 inches, it'll be dull and disgusting. So I need it to match. This is just the small things that you have to do. You know, it's better that I go ahead and do it now than have to worry about it later. So I'm gonna go ahead, buff each side, then I'm gonna tape everything off and start to spray. Hey guys, just a Crawler Garage quick tip. As you see, I'm starting to tape off everything. Got it taped off over here. Taped off over here. I actually have another one of these cloths. I don't know where the heck it is, but I know we did a project and I bought 2, but I can only find 1. So I've had some paper over there from that box over there. So just use whatever you have at home. This right here, I save all the new newspapers that are delivered to my house so that I can have them for projects like this and tape them here. And then this way, whenever I'm spraying, it doesn't get on here whenever I'm spraying right here. Because I'm spraying with the door open, garage door open, it's definitely gonna be a little bit of wind. So I'm gonna try to mask off as best as I can. But I'm almost done and then I'll be spraying soon. All right, so it's all taped off. Go ahead and I got Flash Custom Designs recording me now. She was busy doing so much stuff inside because we got so many other things going on. So thank you, love. I love you so much. Thank you for helping me out. So as you can see, I got everything taped off. Everything's marked off. Got a little bit of daylight. So I should be able to spray this because like I said, I want the fumes to go out. I don't want them going in the house and me sitting here. So let me hurry up. What I'm gonna do, if you notice, I got my shoes off because I'm actually gonna step into the truck and start spraying from the in out. I'm gonna do the left side like I always do. I'm gonna do 1/2 and then do the other half. So I have 2 cans of this. This is Rust-Oleum truck bed coating. Rust-Oleum truck bed coating. And it's black. It's a textured non-skid finish. Bet. So I got 2 cans of this. I figured 1 can on this side, 1 can on this side. Again, this isn't a true bed lining. This is more like a coating, just to give it because look at all these scratches and stuff like that. Again, this is his work truck. He doesn't really care too much, like, man, yeah, put a layer this thick. I could have got that stuff. He's not worried about that. Shout out to you, George. But I'm telling you, George, once you see your truck, you're gonna be like, oh my God, that looks crazy. And by the time you get it, it should be dried and it will have like a nice little resistance to it. So if you do slide something in there, you're gonna have to scrape it pretty hard before you get all these different scratches. And it just kind of liven it up, man. That's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna go ahead, start from back there to here, because this is very easy to get. I'll probably do this last. but I'm gonna get all inside the truck. I could do it from outside the truck because I have long arms and step on the stool, but I'm just gonna go walk through this half, walk through that half, and then, yeah, and just work my way back. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay guys, so I've already shaken up the can. Shelly is always saving me. She said, babe, should we be spraying this without masks? And as you see, I purchased 2 masks, so she's wearing one and I'm wearing one. I probably shouldn't leave my car right there because of the overspray landing on the car, but hey, it is what it is. So I was gonna do this half, then that half, but I think I'm gonna do this half and then I can reach in here from there and do this. But I think I'm gonna do both cans as I sit right here and just spray both sides as much as I can with 1 can. So I think 1 can should do here, this half, and the other can should do that half and that right there. Gonna shake it up real good. I also have to do up here too, but I'll do these. I'll do the tops last and I'll do that last. Check your nozzle, check your spray nozzle. Okay, so it's a round spray nozzle. It's not a fan, not a straight fan, it's actually round, so let's go ahead. Actually a plug right there. I don't know if you guys can see, but it covers really well. So I might need more cans because I'm thinking that there's a lot because the can is heavy, but this stuff is heavy. So I'm really probably about to here. And I only have 2 cans, so I'll probably have to get about 3 or 4 more cans. But we're gonna make it work. Don't do that. Ugh.
Don't do what?
Shake it like this, because you shake it like this, it's gonna splatter. Let me clean my nozzle. And also what's great about this stuff, it protects against rust. So as you see, there's a bunch of rust right here. This stuff has a rust protectant and preventative in it. So this rust shouldn't grow because it's Rust-Oleum. So the rust shouldn't expand to the rest of the parts of the bed. So you're protecting and covering at the same time. All right, so that's all one can does. Did this top, that whole back, and that back part, and about a quarter of the wheel well. So I'm gonna go get the other can. Hopefully we can finish the bottom with the other can. Like I said, if I have to, I'll finish the bottom and this. So this way, at least it's all black. I could probably get 4 more cans and go over it twice, so it's really thick. But at the very least, at least there's some protectant, and it really does hide all the scratches. And I can do these last, but yeah, let me go ahead and do that right there. That looks really good. And that's just with 2 cans. So I need about another 2 cans. So that you guys know, when you watch this video, you need about 4 cans of this stuff if you just want 1 coat. So if you want 2 coats, you need 8 cans. You want 3 coats, you need 12 cans. So just so you know, that's how many cans you'll need. But again, this is more for cosmetics. So I'll probably pick up another 2 cans and finish the job. But I can probably finish this right here with this, but we'll get another 2 cans and finish the job, and then we'll be all set. So I'm gonna, since we still have a little bit of daylight, now I can go back to buffing the rest of the car, because that was the biggest project, was the bed liner. After that, I just gotta finish buffing the car, make sure it's nice and shiny, and then plastic dip the wheels, but I've done that so many times that's extremely easy. I can do that in about 20 minutes. I bought a can per wheel, so that was pretty smart. So this way it'll be about 5 or 6 coats of dip on each wheel, because they're 20-inch wheels. So you want to make sure you cover them all and it doesn't peel off later. That's the last thing I want, is him saying, oh man, it peeled off. So I don't want that. And then yeah, everything else is just cosmetics. I have enough dip for the front grill part. I have enough dip for that. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and tidy this up, and then I'll finish buffing the car, and then the next part, babe, should be the grill. The grill, yeah. I'm gonna do the grill and the headlights. So yeah, that's next.